Hi. I took a bit of break. This is a continuation of the elementary mole concept chapter, and I deliberately gave you a break. And I'm sure some of you have definitely been waiting to start the continuation part. This is the part 2 of the elementary mole concept, and what we did, that is represented in a equation form, which I advised you to not to use. Number of moles of atoms is the actual mass in gram by gram atomic mass. Number of moles of molecules can be found out in 3 ways: mass by gram molecular mass, number of molecules by Avogadro's number, volume of gas in liter at STP by 22.4. Right? Now let us solve this problem. Another 30 minutes. Had it been extended in the last program, it would have been almost 1 hour 45 minutes. So I thought of stopping that video, that recording, and start a new recording with new energy. Right? Can you see me with fresh energy? Yes, I took a cup of hot drinks and I surcharged with fresh energy to discuss the fascinating aspects of mole concept. Now calculate so you don't look at me. I would like to completely remove my picture. I want, but still I think maybe my viewers, students might be wanting to see me, whether I am physically present or not. But I suggest not to look at me, my picture, but look at me here. I am looking at the camera, means you. So you look at me and look when I'm pointing out using my pen, you look at the PPT, the slide where I'm writing. Calculate the number of molecules, the number of moles, and the mass of 2 liters of nitrogen gas at 27 degrees Celsius and 800 millimeter of mercury pressure. So the hint has been given to convert the volume to STP conditions. Because we know the gram molar volume in STP conditions to be 22.4, if the volume data is given in a different conditions, then you have to first convert to the STP condition. Let's do that. Let's do that. P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2, the combined gas equation. So 2 liters and pressure is 800, no aqueous tension, so nothing to be subtracted. So 800, let it be millimeter, doesn't matter, because this is a ratio, and volume, let it be liter, divided by temperature is 273 plus 27 is 300 Kelvin, is equal to standard pressure is 760 into 1 atmosphere, because it is given 760 millimeter, and the volume V2 we are going to find out. This is in millimeter, this is in millimeter, and the temperature is 273 Kelvin. And here the volume I have already calculated to save time, 1.9157 liters at STP. So immediately your job is to convert the volume to STP before you handle any problem on mole concept, right? But when volume is asked in a different conditions, non-STP conditions, then you convert from STP to non-STP conditions if it is asked. But here the volume data is given. Remember, when the volume data is given in non-standard conditions, your first job is to convert it to standard conditions. If it is asked to find the volume at a non-standard condition, you will be getting first in the standard conditions, then you convert at the end into non-standard conditions, right? So the STP volume is not 2, it is 1.9157 liters, okay? Now, let us do it in one line. Calculate the number of molecules, number of moles. So 22.4 liters of any gas at STP is equal to 1 mole, and 1 mole of any substance contains, if it is a molecular substance, contain Avogadro's number of molecules. So it is asking number of molecules and number of moles. And mass, of course, is equal to nitrogen is molecular is 28 gram. Will you allow me to do it in one line? Yes. Find the mass. It is asking also about mass. I have written mole first. You will see. Once I get mole, I will be using this mole to get this number of molecules and mass. Now, if 22.4 is equal to 1 mole, then 1.9157 liters at STP is equal to 1 by 22.4 into 1.9157 by 22.4, and that will be, I have calculated, it is 0.855 mole. Mole. Once I get the number of mole, then I did not have to go for unitary method. I will simply multiply 0.0855 into, because if 1 mole is equal to these many numbers, so these many moles is equal to this. I think by solving so many problems together, we have at least developed this much of insight to bypass the monotonous way of handling from the beginning, rather than using the number of moles to find the number of molecules and mass. So that comes to the number 5.148 into 10 to the power 22 molecules. And immediately also we can use to find mass. The mass will be the same number of moles into molecular mass is 28. Not 28 by 22.4 into 1.9157. Once you get the number of moles and the mass is coming at 2.394, it is about 2.394, yes, 394 gram. So it is nearly 2.4 gram, 2.394 gram. Got it? Let us not waste time, because I am sure you are because as much enjoyment I am getting to discuss with you, to share with you the concept, I am sure you must be getting the same extent of joy. Now, this we have done. This is another problem. Calculate the number of moles, dozens, number of molecules, how many, count, and volume of 4 gram of oxygen at STP. STP is given, so there is no need, because the volume data, yes, you are asked to find the volume at STP. Had you been asked to find in a non-standard conditions, then at the end you would have made the conversion. Here you are asked to find in STP. So the data given is mass. So oxygen is O2. So 32 grams you have to write in the beginning. Whatever data is given, you must write that. The molar mass in the beginning, not the data which is given. So 32 gram of oxygen is equal to 1 mole and is equal to, Avogadro's number of molecules, and is equal to 22.4 liters at STP. So in one line, I'm deliberately keeping number of moles first, right? So if this is the situation, then 1 gram will be how many moles, and 4 gram will be how many moles? Is equal to 4 by 32. That is equal to 0.025 mole. Is it not? 1 by 8 is equal to 0.125. I'm sorry. 0.125. 1 by 8. So once you get the number of moles, the number of molecules will be simply 0.125 into this 6.022 to 10 to the power 23. And it is coming, I have already done to save time. It is, I have done it in a roundabout way from mass. So it is coming. Yes, I have done it first in my way, multiplying with the number of moles with Avogadro's constant. It is coming 1.453, I'm sorry, 1.453 into 10 to the power 20. Just check. Molecules. If at all I am wrong, because if I am wrong here, I will be also wrong here because I am just copying. So don't mind. You don't expect me to go for an editing session to put it the corrected version. You understand, you just excuse me. But in the lecture note, I will definitely correct it. You point out that in the, at least in the next lecture note that I shall provide, that won't have such errors, right? Once you understand, you will never ever watch it again. I can guarantee you. Rather, you will ask some others who have not understood to watch it. Similarly, the volume in STP will be equal to directly 0.125 into 22.4 liter, that is coming 2.8 liters at STP, not in non-standard condition. If you are asked in a non-standard condition, again from STP you have to convert it to the non-standard condition. So P1 V1 by T1 will be your standard condition. P2 V2 by T2 will be the non-standard conditions. Just the opposite. In the earlier question, we were given non-standard condition, that is P1 V1 by T1, and P2 V2 by T2 were the standard conditions, right? So once you will be an expert in basics concepts in chemistry, that is chemical calculation, you must be thorough in all aspects, which we are going to develop step by step. Next step, we will be developing the equivalent concept, mole concept, and that is another concept, equivalent concept. Now this we have already done. Then this problem. What is the volume of 0.28 gram of carbon monoxide gas at this temperature and this millimeter of pressure? I was telling you. It is asking the volume at a different conditions. So we will find at STP condition, then at the end make the conversion. How many molecules are present in it? And how many moles of carbon monoxide are present in it. And remember that mass is never changed, as I told you. So moles and number of molecules, they are related to mass. Mass is related to number of moles. Mass by molecular mass is the number of moles. And number of moles into Avogadro's number will give you the number of molecules. So they will never change. Volume will change if temperature and pressure are changed. So that is the concept that you have to bear in mind. We have to find out what is the volume at STP first. And number of molecules, number of moles, everything. And he's not asking about number. Yes, also asking about number of moles. I think had it not asked also, I would have preferred to find the number of moles. I like banana, dozen of banana. I think I can try with 1 dozen of banana a day. I have never tried to take 1 dozen throughout the day. I'm scared of it. Supposing I catch some stomach problem, then I have to go to the doctor. Now this is COVID-19 period. I'm recording. It's a very dangerous situation where we all have to keep our health in perfect condition without inviting health problems, right? So I won't do that, this adventure. But moles we will be doing. So many moles calculation that we'll be doing, that how many moles. So carbon monoxide is 12 plus 16, 28 gram, because gram data is given. Carbon monoxide is equal to 1 mole, is equal to Avogadro's number of molecules. And it occupies 22.4 liters at STP condition, right? These are the things that we are supposed to calculate. So if 28 gram is 1 mole, then 0.28 gram is obviously 0.01 mole. You can find out 1 by 28 into 0.28. This is 100 times less, so this will be 100 times less. So then we can, instead of finding from mass, we can multiply okay, same thing, whether this earlier or that earlier doesn't matter. 0.01 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, that gives you 6.022 into 10 to the power 21 molecules. And the volume at STP will be again 0.01 into 22.4 liters. That is 0.224 liters. That is 224 milliliters. This is the ornamentalization. While you finally express the answer, instead of 0.224 liter, you can express as 224 milliliters if you want, of course. But this is not the answer. It is STP volume. Then you have to convert from STP to the given conditions. That means 760 is the STP pressure and STP volume that you got and STP temperature. And then the required conditions are 800 millimeter pressure. What is the non-STP volume? And the non-STP temperature is 300 Kelvin. So here I got volume, yes. This is the STP condition and this is the non-STP condition. I got the volume 233.84. Don't write STP because this is non-STP condition. So 224 at STP will become 233.84 milliliter at the given conditions, right? Now this is over, we have done it. Then we'll find the number of atoms and number of moles of atoms present in a given mass of substance, molecular substance, right? For example, have a look. Don't be scared at all. You have to make a bit of practice. And if you are little deficient in these mathematical things, then you watch my video again 2 times and practice. Pausing the video, practice. And I can guarantee you can solve all problems, all my assignments. And when I give you advanced problems also later, when you demand for it, I'll give you advanced problems on mole concept. This rudimentary mole concept, you can also solve with equal confidence and ease, right? Now, supposing one molecule of water contains 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom, right? So 1 mole of water will contain 2 moles of hydrogen atoms and 1 mole of oxygen atoms. You understand? 1 molecule, 2 atoms, 1 atom. So 1 mole means, you understand, Avogadro's number. 1 mole of water molecules contains 2 moles of hydrogen atoms and 1 mole of oxygen atoms. That is simple. So supposing I'll ask you a question. How many moles of carbon atom, hydrogen atom, oxygen atoms? And how many atoms of each element present in 0.2 mole of ethanol, our common alcohol? Ethanol. Now, if you know the number of moles is 2, hydrogen atoms is 2, then the number of atoms is 2 into Na, Avogadro's number. And the number of atoms of oxygen is 1 into Na. And number of molecules of water is 1 into Na. This is atoms, this is molecules. So if 1 mole of ethanol contains 2 moles of carbon, 5 plus 1, 6 moles of hydrogen and 1 mole of oxygen. If 1 molecule contains 2 carbon atoms, 6 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen atom, then 1 mole will contain that many number of moles, 2 moles, 6 moles and 1 mole of oxygen atoms. If 1 mole of the compound contains these many moles of individual elements of atoms, then 0.2 mole of ethanol will contain 0.2 into 2, that is 0.4 moles of carbon atoms, 0.2 into 6, that is 1.2 moles of hydrogen atoms, 0.2 into 1 is again same 0.2 mole of oxygen atoms. And the moment you get the number of moles of each element, number of moles of atoms of each element, you multiply by Avogadro's number to get the number of atoms. So 0.2 mole of ethanol contains 0.4 into Na. I am just writing Na for Avogadro's number because I am explaining you the concept. Once you get the number of moles of atoms of each element, you multiply by Avogadro's number to get the number of atoms. So 0.4 into Na carbon atoms, 1.2 into Na hydrogen atoms, and again 0.2 into Na oxygen atoms. So this is very simple. Let us solve a problem together. Right? How many moles of atoms of each element? How many moles of atoms of each element and how many atoms of each element are present in 0.2 mole of phosphoric acid? What mass of each element present in it? Once we know the number of moles of atoms, you multiply by gram atomic mass to get the actual mass of that element. Understand? So whatever is asked, we will answer that. If you give some additional unwanted answer, there is no harm. The examiner will not bother. He will only be interested if you have answered what he has asked. Right? So, 1 mole of S3PO4, you tell me, contains how many moles of hydrogen, how many moles of phosphorus, how many moles of oxygen? You tell me. If 1 molecule contains 3 atoms, 1 atom, 4 atoms, then 1 mole will contain 3 moles of hydrogen atoms, 1 mole of phosphorus atoms, and 4 moles of oxygen atoms. Right? You understand? If one molecule contains 3, 1, 4, then 1 mole contains 3 moles, 1 mole, 4 moles. So, if 1 mole, this, then 0.2 mole in the given question, 0.2 mole. So, 0.2 mole will contain 3 into 0.2, that is equal to 0.6 mole of hydrogen atoms. And 0.2 into 1, that is equal to 0.2 mole of phosphorus atoms, and I'm saying many more ands. So I will try to, some of my viewers has pointed out that I am saying so many times and so I'll try to restrict my saying and, so that will be looking sounding very monotonous to you. So I'll try to restrict, promise. And then if 1 mole, 4 moles, then 0.2 mole is 0.2 into 4, that is 0.8 mole of oxygen atoms. So one answer is this, one answer is this, and the third answer is this. How many moles of atoms of each element? You got it. Then how many atoms? The moment you got the number of moles, you multiply by Avogadro's constant to get the number. So that is equal to 0.6 into Na. You do at home. Atoms. You write 6.02 to 10 to the 23 and find the number of atoms. And here 0.2 into Na atoms of phosphorus. And here 0.8 into Na oxygen atoms. Once you get the number of moles, everything can be found out. And now mass. From here, 0.6 into, what is the gram atomic mass of hydrogen? 1. That means 0.6 gram. 0.6 mole of hydrogen atoms means it contains 0.6 gram. Because 1 mole is 1 gram. Similarly, phosphorus is 31. So it is 0.2 mole. So 0.2 into 31, it will be 6.2 gram. And then here it is oxygen is 16 atomic mass. We know. Therefore 0.8 into 16, 16 8s are 128, is 12.8 gram. So in that 0.2 mole of the sample of phosphoric acid given to you, it contains 0.6 gram of hydrogen, 6.2 gram of phosphorus, and 12.8 gram of oxygen. So altogether, what is the mass of phosphoric acid? You can find out here in an indirect manner. It is 0.6 plus 6.2 plus 12.8, 10, 16, 9, so 19.6. And you could have also got the same value had you done straight away that 1 mole is equal to the molecular mass of phosphoric acid. You find 3 plus 31 plus 16 4s are 64. Again it will be 98 grams. If 1 mole is 98 gram, so 0.2 mole is 98 into 0.2. 2 8s are 16, 1, 2 9s are 18 plus 1, 19.6 gram. The same answer we are getting, but I have not asked you to find the mass of phosphoric acid independently. Rather, instead, I have asked to find out what is the mass of hydrogen present in that 0.2 mole of phosphoric acid, mass of phosphorus, mass of oxygen. So I took number of moles, not number of atoms. Number of moles will be used for everything to find the number of atoms and mass also. Because I have asked atoms, then atoms. If it would have been molecules, then the number of moles of molecules would have been multiplied by Na to find the number of molecules. Here, this is the moles of atoms, as some people call gram atoms. I have asked you not to use gram atoms ever in your mouth. You can hear somebody saying moles of atoms as gram atoms. You don't mind, but you never utter that word. I have forbidden you to do that. If you follow me, of course. Now, this one which we have done is how many moles of atoms? Yes, we have done this separately. Not in one line. Here we have done in one line, but here I treated you as a fool to do it separately. 1 mole contains 3 moles of hydrogen and immediately number of atoms. 3 moles of hydrogen atoms, so 3 into Avogadro's number of atoms. 3 moles and here atoms, no moles. Then point 2, how many moles? How many atoms? Separately we have done. 1 mole contains 1 mole of phosphorus and 1 into this many number of atoms. So point 2 mole will contain how many moles of phosphorus atoms and how many atoms. So separately we have done. Similarly, 1 mole phosphoric acid contains 4 moles of oxygen and 4 into Avogadro's number of oxygen atoms. So 0.2 mole will contain how many moles of oxygen and how many oxygen atoms. And once you know the moles of each element, then multiply by its gram atomic mass to get these are the number of moles of atoms, and multiplied by atomic mass, gram atomic mass, to get you the mass of that element present in the 0.2 mole. Are you feeling little taxed? Are you feeling little burdened with the discussion? Not feeling the same excitement that I am having after having taught more than 40 years? I can't count. Yes, more than 40 years. I am still excited when I teach mole concept. And if by chance you are not feeling the same joy and excitement, then we have to think of, we have to revise this, watch again and do the practice more than once, right? Then another problem relating to gas. I think we are almost at the end. Yes. Yes. Almost. Yes, this one. We have completed this. Yes. Let's see how many minutes gone. This is 31 minutes. Another 15 minutes. That previous video would have been a 2 hours program. It's too monotonous to watch a video for 2 hours. Only when somebody is following a particular instructor, he or she will be doing that, not others. I am least concerned whether my viewers will be millions or in kilo. I'm not bothered about it. If it can benefit even a single student, I am immensely satisfied. Right? How many moles of atoms? How many atoms of each element present in 11 to milliliter of SO3 at STP? What mass of each element present in it? What mass of each element, like the previous one? But since the volume data is given, so we start from 22,400 ml, because milliliter is given at STP. That is equal to, if you find the number of moles fast, it is always better, number of moles of molecules. Then we can find out the number of moles of atoms. If 22,400 milliliters at STP is equal to 1 mole of SO3, then, and let us find out the mass immediately. Mass of each element. Sorry. 1 mole of SO3, then 11 to 0.2 ml at STP will be 11.2 by 22,400. So let me have a check. It is 3 zeros, 0.305 mole. So once we know the number of moles of molecules, then you can find out the number of moles of atoms. So since in SO3, one molecule has 1 atom of sulfur, 3 atoms of oxygen. So number of moles of sulfur atoms is equal to same 1 into the number of moles of molecules. And the number of moles of oxygen atoms is equal to 3 times, because one molecule has 3. So 3 into the number of moles of molecules. So once we know one part is answered, number of moles of atoms is answered. And how many atoms? So immediately number of sulfur atoms is equal to this into Na. You do at your home, at your leisure. And the number of oxygen atoms is equal to this. You calculate into Na. Once you multiply Avogadro's constant with mole number, then that will give you the number of atoms or number of molecules. Here it is atoms, right? So we have got 4 answers. Number of moles of atoms of each element. There are only 2 elements. And number of atoms of each element, and then mass of each element. So once we get the number of moles, immediately we can find the mass. Here, let me find out. So mass of sulfur is equal to this 0.0005 into 32 is the gram atomic mass of sulfur. This many grams. We will try to find out. It is here, it is somewhere here, 32, yes, this much, 0.016 gram. Similarly, mass of oxygen is equal to, the number of moles of oxygen is this much, 3, if you multiply, it will be 0.0015 into the gram atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So the mass will be coming as 0.024 gram. So these things are, if you start solving of your own, then it will be so very easy for you, and you will be feeling very, very confident. Now see, I have done it in a different way, step by step analysis. 22,400 milliliter at STP, 1 mole. Then same number of moles. 1 mole of SO3 contains 1 mole of sulfur. So, that means 1 mole of sulfur and 1 into Avogadro's number of atoms. So 0.005 mole of SO3 will contain 0.005 mole of sulfur and 0.005 into Avogadro's number of sulfur atoms. So we are doing element wise. 1 mole of SO3 contains 3 moles of oxygen atoms. So 0.0005 moles will contain 3 into 0.005. That is 0.00, I'm so sorry, 0.0015 moles of oxygen atoms. So, and 0.00, once you get the number of moles, that into Avogadro's number of atoms. So then once you get the number of moles, the mass will be the number of moles of atoms into gram atomic mass. Sulfur is 32, oxygen is 16, right? So in whichever manner you do, or in one line as we did, 22,400 ml of SO3 is equal to 1, directly bypassing the number of moles of molecules. Bypassing the number of moles of molecules, 0.0005 is not required because the question has not asked you to find the number of moles of molecules. So this is 1 mole. 1 mole contains 1 mole of sulfur atom. So 22,400 ml contains 1 mole of sulfur atom, 3 moles of oxygen atoms. Then 11.2 ml contains how many moles of sulfur atoms, how many moles of oxygen atoms. Then into Na will be the number of atoms. And once you get that, you can get mass. So mass will be equal to that number of moles into 32 gram, and oxygen will be that number of moles into 16 gram. So bypassing, but I always recommend as a beginner, I will treat you as a beginner, because although I have not taught in US, although I have visited US many times and I have delivered lectures during my professorship when I was collaborating research with many other advanced laboratories. I have visited to different European countries like Italy, UK and US, but not taught the students of schools. So even then I feel that mole concept is the weak link for many of the students. Am I wrong? Please correct me, right? Let us solve this one. Find the number of atoms of each element. present in these many molecules of CO2. Number of atoms of each element in these many molecules of CO2. Also find its volume at STP. Can you find the mass of each element present in it? Very simple. The number of molecules data is given. So we start number of molecules 6.023. I'm sorry, I have been telling 6.023 for a long time, because at that time it was known it is 0.023. So that habit is still persisting, but let us refrain from that. 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules CO2. Directly we can say shall we bypass the number of moles? We can say contains, because it is not asking number of moles. Can I bypass? Will you allow me to do that? That means this is 1 mole. 1 mole of carbon dioxide contains 1 mole of carbon atoms. That means 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 carbon atoms. And 2 times 2 into 022 into 10 to the power 23 oxygen atoms. Because it is asking find the number of atoms of each element. Then bypassing the number of moles, because 1 mole, which is equal to these many molecules, 1 mole contains 1 mole of carbon atoms, 2 moles of oxygen atoms. So these many molecules contains 1 mole means same number of carbon atoms and double the number of oxygen atoms. So 3.011 into 10 to the power 23 molecules will contain half of it. This is half, this will be half. It will be same 3.011 into 10 to the power 23 carbon atoms and double of that. Double of this, not double of this. Double of that means the same 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 oxygen atoms. Double of that. Double of this. Because there is no necessity of doing this. It is foolishness. These things we should not have done. Because 1 molecule contains 1 carbon atom, 2 oxygen atoms. So these many molecules will contain that many carbon atoms and double the number of oxygen atoms. That's it. There was no need to use this Avogadro's constant. No need at all. Because the number of molecules is given and the formula is given, 1 molecule has 1 atom, 2 atoms, so you are not asked to find the number of moles, so there is no need to use Avogadro's constant. So these many molecules will contain same number of carbon atoms and double the number of oxygen atoms. So this was all completely superfluous. I reject this. Because carbon dioxide, the formula is known to you. This many molecules, 1 into this, 2 into that. And then find its volume. Volume, because molecules, whether 20 here, 6.022 here it will come. 23 molecules will have a volume equal to 22.4 liters at STP. So 3.011 into 10 to the power 23 molecules, not moles, molecules will have half of that, 11.2 liters at STP. For that we have to use the Avogadro's constant. But for finding the number of atoms, we will not. But here we have not asked you to find the number of moles. Had we asked you to find the number of moles, then this divided by Avogadro's number, that would have been the number of moles of carbon atoms. This divided by Avogadro's number, because Avogadro's number is equal to 1 mole. So these many atoms will be equal to how many moles? So we have not asked that. So why to bother our head to find the number of moles, right? So here also I have done the same thing. One molecule contains one carbon atom, two oxygen atoms. So these many molecules will be containing that many carbon atoms and double of that oxygen atoms. And then number of moles here I have not asked. Can you find the mass? Yes, we have not found the mass. Mass is very simple. Either you can find from number of molecules, say 6.022, 10 to the power 23 molecules will weigh 1 mole, which is 44 gram. Then 3.011 into 10 to the power 23 molecules will be equal to half of that, 22 grams. So I have done it here. Somehow, because I love moles, I have found out the number of moles of carbon atom is 0.5. And I'm sorry, mass of each element. For that you have to find the number of moles. It is not asking the number of, the mass of the gas. It is asking the mass of each element. So for that we have to find out either directly from the atoms. 6.022 10 to the 23 atoms is equal to 12 gram. So these many carbon atoms is how much gram? Or you find the number of moles. So the number of moles of carbon atom is the number of atoms by Avogadro's constant, 0.5. And therefore the mass will be 12 is the gram atomic mass into 0.5, 6 gram. And number of moles of oxygen atom will be the number of oxygen atoms by Avogadro's constant, that is the number of moles of oxygen atom, and into its gram atomic mass, that is 16 gram, will be the mass of oxygen atom present. So these things will be very, very easy. Or number of moles of the molecules is 0.5. You can find out the volume from the number of moles. Here we had found the volume from molecules. Here I have found the volume from number of moles. I found the number of moles first, molecules. Number of moles of molecules, because volume is found from moles of molecules. 0.5 and 0.5 into 22.4, or directly from molecules. Avogadro's number of molecules has a volume 22.4 liters. So these many, how many? You can play, just simply play. Thus we come to the end, and I have given you level 1 now, containing 20 problems and some fun assignments where you will be asked to find, supposing you drank 180 ml of water, how many moles you drank, how many molecules, how many hydrogen atoms you drank, oxygen atoms, what mass of hydrogen, same thing but in a funny manner. Lucy inhales 0.1 mole of oxygen gas. Gas means O2 per minute. So calculate the mass of oxygen gas she has inhaled. How many atoms of oxygen she has inhaled? Lucy takes in 1 minute. Again, mango tree, assume that one mango tree in your garden takes 440 gram of CO2 in a single day to prepare carbohydrate by photosynthesis. Calculate how many moles, how many molecules of CO2 it takes in, how many same thing. Assume human population to be 7 billion in the world. And if 1 mole of dollars is distributed equally to all the people, including infants, and if one of us spends $1 billion a day, can we spend $1 billion in whichever costliest hotel we may live in? No. Then how long it will take to completely spend 1 mole of dollars? Express your answer in years. So and human body contains, supposing 10 to the power 14 cells, then calculate how many moles of cells are present. In terms of dozens, how many moles of cells are present. in the entire population of 7 billion present in Earth, right? So these are funny questions you have to answer. So this is the first level thing, and mole is so popular that International Mole Day is celebrated every year. For so many years, the mole concept is so very exciting to the school students. I'm sorry that many of you are yet to be excited. I don't know whether you have already been excited by this lecture. Or if you watch second time, you will be, and if you practice more, you will be excited. So it is so very exciting that IUPAC has recommended to celebrate, to dedicate one day for discussing about mole, how mole has simplified chemical calculations. So we salute, we honor those who invented the incredible number, Perrine and other scientists, and it was named after Avogadro. To remember all of them, their contribution, we celebrate on every October 23rd. This is simple. Why it is October? It is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So 10 means they take as month. It is October. January, February, March, April. So 10th month is October. And 23rd is the date. And they celebrate from 6.02 AM to 6.02 PM. So we also conduct our program in different schools. In the part I am staying in Odisha, India, is a very underdeveloped state in the country of India. We also celebrate Mole Day in different schools. Choosing a particular school, we celebrate from morning 6:02 AM. Early morning students are, they are, of course, the young students are little bit lured, by giving some breakfast, tiffin, early morning. So they come in large numbers in the morning, 6:02. We have an opening song and so many interesting celebration programs to make the students interested. We bring in cultural events, and within the cultural event, we try to invoke, to infuse the concept of mole and its application. And we continue to celebrate. Students take part in debates and all that. We then break for lunch, and ultimately in the afternoon we make a test, a quiz test, and then we give away prizes, and then we stage some dance drama, and some caricature on mole, and finally wind up at 6:02 PM in the evening. So, how did you like this program? You never hesitate to give your comments, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It will be beneficial to both. You understand what I say? And don't hesitate to give a thumbs up. You understand what? Like. Bye-bye.